Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Peyton's Flowers. Today we are going to do a new wreath that I've never done before. I have seen people do dried flower wreaths before, so that's what we're going to try to do today. You all know that I own a flower shop, so sometimes we buy things by the case. And a couple of weeks ago we bought this by the case. This is Status, and maybe I did something wrong or something. Anyway, I ended up with 2 full cases of Status. And any of you flower shops out there who know, there are a lot of Status in a case of Status. So I had way too much, so I just tied it, what was left over, tied it, and hung it to dry. So now this is dried and it is beautiful, stunning, stunning. Status comes in a couple of different colors, but this is the main color that we use in the floral industry, purpley blue. Anyway, we're going to do the entire wreath today. Why not? I have it. Let's use it up. I'm going to pair it up with this beautiful burlap ribbon that has maybe lavender on it, I guess, but it looks beautiful with the Status. So we're going to keep it clean and simple today. A beautiful dried flower wreath. Enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start by just cutting it all up into little sprigs, and we're just going to see where it goes. We're going to cut it in all the way around. Dip it in our glue. And I'll just show you a little bit of this, and then we'll fast forward through the rest because you don't want to watch me for an hour doing the same thing over and over. So dried flowers, you guys, they are a little bit delicate, but not too delicate. Like, this does have some staying power. You just shouldn't handle it too much. It's going to stay fine on your door. It's not just going to fall apart on you, but if it does get crushed, it's not going to last forever. So I'm starting here at our one central location where we always start. And I'm just going to work my way halfway over and then go the same thing on the other side, just like that. So I cut the stem all the way off. Ooh, this way. So it's just a short little stem. Just going to turn and go the other way now so you can see how I'm about to do it, and then I will speed this up for you. Woohoo! These are prickly little ones. And they're even more prickly when they're dry. It doesn't hurt, it just kind of prickles you a little bit. That's very cute so far, and I think it's going to be very nice all the way around, but I think that this would be easier done flat on the table. So I'm just going to move the camera and do it the other way around. Okay, you guys. So my verdict so far, as I explained to you, this is my first time trying this. It's really time consuming. It is a lot more delicate than I thought it would be. It is turning out really pretty, but to be honest, I'm a little bit bored already. It takes a long time. It is delicate, and it's taking a lot of product. So I would say it's a fun, nice project for you to do for yourself at home. Anyway, I'll be back to you when the rest of it's finished and I'm ready to start to bow. So it is complete. I can't believe how long that took me. That was at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. And there's lots of dried thorns on it, so my fingers are kind of sore now. That's a long time for me to spend on one project. I will be totally honest. It's very time consuming, but it did turn out really pretty, I think. It's a great wreath for a hobbyist to do at home, like I said earlier. I don't think it's something for resale. There's a lot of product in there, so it would be quite expensive for sure, and really time consuming. But the product is beautiful in the end. I think it's great. I love the oval shape. Maybe because it's getting close to Easter, I even like it a little bit more because it is a little bit Easterish, but it's so pretty. I like it a lot. All right, we're going to make the bow, and I'm going to add a little bit of Dusty Miller, I believe, for an extra greenery in there. Just a little zhuzh for me. I need a little something else, but we're going to make the bow. All right. So again, we're using this burlap with the purple flower on it. So we're going to leave a little tail, and then we're going to do about a 6-inch bow, maybe a 5-inch. So I think I'm going to do about 10 loops maybe. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did 12. 12 loops. I'm going to use the double zip tie method. So across the back with one. This one will be the one used to attach the bow to the wreath, and then one around the bow to hold everything together. So pull that nice and tight, and there's our bow. I'm going to fluff it a little bit just because I don't want to handle the wreath too aggressively like I normally would a grapevine, because the status is quite delicate, as I said. Nice bow, look at that. All right, we're just going to trim off that zip tie that we don't need there. I'm going to add an extra set of tails there. So I'm just going to get a piece of wire. So I just cut that piece about 1.5 meters long and dovetailed it. I'm just going to take a piece of heavy gauge wire. You only need a couple of inches. I'm going to fold that back over and twist it. And what that is just giving me a stem to stick in that wreath. So now I can just attach that into the wreath. There you go, added a stem. Dip that in my glue. I'm going to go right up under my bow here. There you go, that's an extra set of tails. Now, here is the Dusty Miller that I was referring to. So I'm just going to flare some of that from that bow. Need some cutters. That in my glue. Yeah, that's that nice touch of color that I'd like in there. And then I'm just going to add a little more. I'm going to cut those stems right off. I think the theme to this whole wreath was no stems. One thing I discovered while I was placing the status was the shorter the stems, the easier it was to work with, because I didn't have to push anything into the wreath, because the harder you push, the more things broke on it. So the shorter the stem, the easier it was. I love Dusty Miller. We're actually growing Dusty Miller this summer. The garden is coming along beautifully. We planted the ranunculus into the ground today. We will bring you pictures of that later for sure. That was awesome. I actually haven't seen it. Jeffrey and our helper Alex did it this morning, because I haven't been home to visit my little babies yet. But while I pulled them out of from underneath their grow lights last night to prepare them to go outside today, we had 2 blooms. I'll put that up as well. 2 little baby blooms of ranunculus. It's a good sign, I think. I hope it's a good sign. I can't imagine that it's not. It was so cute. Little babies, little babies. Right up inside there. And there we go. I'm just going to trim off that zip tie in there. And you guys, we are done. Here you go. A beautiful springtime wreath to hang on the inside of your house. Not outside. I would not put this wreath outside. But to hang inside on maybe a hallway closet or a staircase going upstairs or downstairs. Anywhere you have a door that is not continuously opening and closing. This would be a fantastic addition to any decor. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hi again. So it is a new day, and I came in to see my new wreath, and I just decided that it just needs a little bit more of the Mister Dwayne zhuzhing. So I'm just going to add a few more things before it's all done. So as you can see, I've already added some of the Dusty Miller. I did start that yesterday, but I didn't feel like it was enough. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Already that's nicer, but I'm going to add some eucalyptus. I feel like it's missing the eucalyptus that I always like to put in every wreath. Pushing these up, so I don't want this one to be quite as long. And we're going to go right in there. Those stems are bendable, so you can manipulate a little bit. That's so much better. So we're just going to do that same thing on the bottom. That's the fun thing about wreath making, is nothing has to be final. You can always come back, you can always add extra touches. It's always nice to get that second chance. Before it goes out to the client. So that's perfect. I like that so much more. It's still simple, but it doesn't look generic anymore. I was finding that it looked a little bit generic. Get over here. Look at that. That's so much better now. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. I'm going to try to get this video up to you today or tomorrow, but we'll come back with something real fun again next week. Have a good one. This is done the same way as you would do a tulip wreath or any of. You just smash on the floor.
And we're back.